Bow tie leadership. All right, that's a new one I just made up. And the reason it came to me is I'm getting ready to go to a black tie event this coming weekend. And so I had to get out my bow tie and relearn or remember how to tie the bow tie. This is something that I'd never done before. And I did it last year when I had a black tie event and I was kind of done with the clip-ons. I wanted to have an authentic tied bow tie. Part of it is so I could do the cool thing at the end of the night where I untie it and have it draped over my tuxedo shirt. But regardless of the motivation, I had to learn to tie a bow tie. So I learned it last year, but it's been now over a year since I've tied a bow tie. So last night I got out my bow tie, I got out my iPad, and I had some videos that I saved on how to tie a bow tie. And so I was going through and remembering how to do that. And one thing stuck out to me as they were talking about how to tie a bow tie, which is when you get it done, you pull it tight. Don't worry if it's not perfect. It's not supposed to look perfect, right? It's gonna be, we'll call it less than perfect, right? And they said this is expected, and that's what an authentically tied, real tied bow tie looks like. That if you have a perfectly tied bow tie, that it's probably a clip-on, and that's one of the ways to tell the difference. Now, maybe some people are good enough to tie a bow tie. They do it often enough that it looks perfect. Mine, I can tell you, will not look perfect. But it got me thinking about leadership, as a lot of things do, right? And as leaders, sometimes we think we need to be perfect. We have to have all the answers. We can't let our guard down, right? And so the appearances have to keep up, like we're totally in control. And if you're in any kind of leadership position, you know that's just not true. We don't always have the answers. We're not always in control. We don't have it always all figured out. That's authentic. That's being real, like a real tied bow tie. And I think the best thing we can do as leaders, one of the most powerful things we can do, I talked about this recently on a blog, is to let our teams know that we don't know. Ask for help. Lean into the challenges. As leaders, we're supposed to lean into the challenges, run to the problems, and help figure them out. But it doesn't mean you have to figure it out all by yourself and you have to be perfect and have all the answers. We don't. You never will. Perfection is not what we're chasing, right? So let your guard down. Let people see the real you, like a real tied bow tie that's a little off center, a little crinkled, a little not perfect, but it's real. And that's how I think we should lead. And I think when you do that, you get the most out of people, you get the most buy-in, and you get the most help. And if you've surrounded yourself with the right people, they will lean in and help you. And when that happens, it's a powerful thing for everyone and creates opportunities for everybody. So give it a try and let me know what you think. By the way, I'm sure I'll be posting a picture on my socials this weekend on Instagram or Facebook. So if you want to see how the bow tie turns out, tied by me, give me a follow. If you don't already follow me, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook, just under Ron Elvesteffer. Give me a follow, check it out, and I'll post a picture to let you know how it turned out.